The Philippine Navy is turning a new page. In a landmark agreement, Japan is transferring 6 advanced warships to the Philippines, a dramatic shift in the region's strategic landscape. For decades, the Philippine fleet relied on aging World War II-era vessels. Now, with these modern ships, the Navy is poised for transformation. This is more than an equipment upgrade, it's a bold step toward modernizing defense in an increasingly tense region. The transfer is unprecedented. Japan has never before provided so many major naval assets to another country. These ships, once part of Japan's maritime self-defense force, bring new sophistication to the Philippine fleet. Against the backdrop of rising South China Sea tensions, this acquisition gives Manila a credible means to patrol its waters and protect its rights. The message is clear: the Philippines is stepping up to defend its maritime interests. The sight of these warships under the Philippine flag will be a powerful symbol of national resolve. The deal, years in the making, reflects a deepening security partnership between Manila and Tokyo. These vessels will enable longer patrols, better surveillance, and a stronger presence in contested waters. This is a game-changer for a nation dependent on the sea for its economy and security. The Japanese transfer accelerates the Navy's modernization by years, allowing the Philippines to project power as never before. The arrival of these ships marks the beginning of a new chapter for the armed forces of the Philippines. It's a story of a nation meeting the challenges of the 21st century, with a steadfast ally by its side. The waters of Southeast Asia will never be the same. These 6 warships are more than steel and electronics. They're a symbol of a powerful, evolving alliance between Japan and the Philippines. For the Philippines, it signals that it's not alone in upholding international law in the South China Sea. For Japan, it's a step toward being a more proactive contributor to regional peace. The ships embody a shared vision for a free and open Indo-Pacific, where rules are respected. The relationship between Tokyo and Manila has grown stronger, built on shared democratic values and mutual security interests. Both are U.S. treaty allies, forming a critical chain of alliances in the region. This transfer moves their partnership into hard security cooperation. By providing these vessels, Japan invests directly in the Philippines' ability to defend itself. This act of trust sends a powerful message about the strength of their bond. The assertiveness of other regional powers has pushed Japan and the Philippines closer together. The transfer of naval assets is a practical way to address shared challenges. It empowers the Philippines to better secure its territory without forming an aggressive bloc. Less than a century ago, these nations were adversaries. Today they stand together as close security partners. The warships, once Japan's, now protect Philippine sovereignty, a powerful narrative of partnership. The Abukuma-class destroyer escorts at the heart of this transfer represent a massive leap for the Philippine Navy. Designed for anti-submarine and anti-surface warfare, they fill a critical gap in the Philippines' capabilities. Each ship is equipped with modern sensors, harpoon missiles, ASROC rockets, torpedo tubes, and advanced sonar. This suite of offensive and defensive systems allows for layered defense: air, surface, and subsurface. The ship's endurance enables long-range patrols, crucial for monitoring the vast Philippine exclusive economic zone. With these assets, the Navy can maintain a persistent presence in key areas like the West Philippine Sea. Their advanced communications enable joint operations and data sharing, a hallmark of a modern military. The Philippines isn't just getting new ships, it's gaining a new way of thinking about naval warfare. This is a crucial step toward a modern, integrated defense force. Japan's decision to transfer these warships marks a shift in its global security role. Once limited by a pacifist constitution, Japan now embraces proactive pacifism, taking a more active role in regional stability. This transfer, under Japan's official security assistance program, strengthens a key partner and helps maintain balance in a critical region. The move is strategic, not aggressive. Tokyo knows South China Sea stability is vital to its own security. The rise of an assertive China is a key driver. Japan has its own disputes with Beijing. By supporting the Philippines, Japan reinforces the principle that disputes shouldn't be settled by force. This policy also strengthens Japan's alliance with the US, which encourages Tokyo to share more of the security burden. Providing these ships demonstrates Japan's commitment as a reliable ally. It complements US efforts to build partner capacity in Southeast Asia. This trilateral cooperation creates a more robust security architecture. It's a smart use of Japanese resources to enhance regional stability. Acquiring 6 advanced warships is a milestone, but it brings major challenges. Integration is the first hurdle. These ships are far more complex than anything the Philippine Navy has operated. New doctrines, tactics, and operational procedures must be developed. Maintenance is another challenge. Modern warships require skilled technicians, spare parts, and robust logistics. Without proper upkeep, these assets could quickly become inoperable. Training is critical. Crews must master everything from navigation to advanced combat systems. Japan will provide extensive training, but the Philippines must build its own capacity for future generations. Investment in new training schools and simulators is essential. The Abukuma-class ships are based on 1980s designs. Future upgrades will be needed to keep them relevant. Upgrades, radar, communications, missiles will be costly and require long-term planning. Managing this modernization life cycle will test the Philippine defense establishment. Success means turning these ships into a lasting, effective force. The real challenge is sustaining capability, not just acquiring it. The transfer of Japanese warships to the Philippines will send ripples across Southeast Asia. China will likely condemn the move, framing it as provocation and interference. Beijing may respond with increased naval patrols and military drills in the South China Sea. Other claimants like Vietnam and Malaysia will watch closely, cautiously welcoming a more balanced regional power dynamic. A stronger Philippine Navy benefits smaller states, making unilateral action by any power more costly. Some ASEAN members with close China ties may echo Beijing's concerns, complicating regional consensus. The move highlights the rise of flexible security arrangements outside ASEAN's formal framework. The US will strongly support the transfer, seeing it as integrated deterrence. For Australia, India, and South Korea, it's a positive step toward a more stable, multipolar order. The message security in Asia is a collective responsibility. The region is watching and recalibrating. The acquisition of these warships is a test of the Philippines' national resolve. The ships are tools. Their effectiveness depends on political will, strategic vision, and sustained commitment. A more capable Navy means being ready to defend national interests, backed by clear policy and public support. Crews must be trained to handle tense encounters at sea with professionalism and discipline. Every interaction will signal Philippine determination to the world. Modernizing and maintaining a Navy is a long-term investment, requiring tough budget choices and consistent funding. Sustaining this effort through political and economic cycles is the true test of strategic resolve. The goal is peace through strength, deterring conflict by raising the cost of aggression. A credible Navy contributes to regional stability and makes unilateral actions harder to contemplate. The ships provide the means, but the resolve to use them wisely must come from within. The world will be watching the Philippines' next moves. The arrival of the Abukuma-class ships marks the start of a new era for the Philippine Navy. They're a bridge to a more modern, capable future fleet. Experience gained from these ships will be invaluable as the Philippines acquires even newer platforms. The Navy aims to add state-of-the-art frigates and corvettes, using the Abukuma class to train crews and develop doctrine. These ships enable experimentation with multi-ship task groups and network-centric operations. With more capable ships, the Navy can participate more meaningfully in joint exercises with allies. This builds interoperability and strengthens the regional security network. The ultimate vision, a balanced fleet, from patrol vessels to amphibious ships, and perhaps submarines. The 6 ships from Japan are a critical stepping stone, filling an immediate need and paving the way for a respected maritime force. The future of the Philippine Navy is being built today. The transfer of 6 Japanese warships to the Philippines marks a new chapter in Southeast Asian security. It's a fundamental realignment of partnerships and a bold statement about the region's future. The era of passive reliance on a single guarantor is giving way to a network of self-reliant, interoperable partners. For the Philippines, this is a moment of transformation, boosting naval capability and national confidence. For Japan, it's a masterstroke of diplomacy and security assistance. This move will likely serve as a model for future cooperation in the region. The story of these ships is one of empowerment and partnership, nations helping each other stand up for their rights. A more capable Philippine Navy changes the strategic calculus in the South China Sea. This historic transfer is about shaping a safer, more secure future for all of Southeast Asia.